Terence Crawford's interview with Andre Ward was a very good watch, a very good interview. It's about an hour and 19 minutes long. I watched the whole thing. Wanted to make content on it yesterday, but as you can see, we fighting through a cold right now. But I did want to take the time to talk about it and make sure I gave y'all some content, because I won't be live today either, man. I'm going to try to bounce back on Friday. I don't like being in front of I don't even really like making these videos, but work got to get done. And I got to get y'all this content because a lot of y'all really, really support the channel, and I appreciate you. So I don't want to leave you hanging for too long. If I can help it, I'm good enough to make videos right now, so figured I'd make a few. But I don't like doing a live stream when my voice sound like this. I ain't gonna have the energy I normally have. I probably won't be catching stuff in the chat like I normally do, and I don't want to give you guys subpar content. So appreciate y'all for bearing with me and being patient. I'll be bouncing back on tomorrow, hopefully. Y'all just stay tuned in the community page, and at the beginning of these videos, I'll keep providing updates. But anyway, so Terence Crawford's interview that he gave was very interesting to me. It showed a lot of things that I believe to be true, that I've been speculating and giving my opinion on, and it kind of confirmed some stuff. Number one, Bud Crawford fans hate when I point this shit out, but you always got to start with y'all, because y'all are very, very soft, a lot of you. He's a great fighter. He's a pound for pound #1 fighter in the world. He put on a great performance against Earl. He put on a great performance against Canelo, okay? Shit, like, you always got to start with that, because y'all get to crying on some crybaby stuff. With that being said, he contradicted himself a lot in this interview. In one breath, he tried to paint Virgil Ortiz and Jerron Boots Ennis as ducks. He said they had the opportunity to fight him, and they didn't want to fight him. But then in the very next breath, maybe like 5 minutes later, when he was bringing up potential opponents or whatever, he said Jerron Boots Ennis does nothing for his career. He don't want to fight him. He said Virgil Ortiz does nothing for his career. He don't want to fight him. As a matter of fact, he said that about both of those fighters on multiple occasions. So when I'm listening to him interview, I'm just wondering how in the hell did they have the opportunity to fight you if you're openly saying that you don't want to fight them? It's just crazy, bro. And then the one time that people try to point to is when that BLK Prime customer service representative tried to reach out to Boots Ennis to see if Boots would fight Bud, but that BLK Prime customer service representative didn't have Bud Crawford under contract. And Bud Crawford, this was February of 2023, he was already negotiating with Earl Spence' team to make the damn Earl fight. So, you know, that's the only time I think people try to point to try to say Boots could have fought Bud. But that don't make no damn sense. And then after that, after Bud Crawford beat Earl Spence, Bud Crawford has been saying he don't want to fight Boots over and over and over again, bro. So how did Boots have the opportunity to fight Bud Crawford when, what's wrong with you, girl? How did he have the opportunity to fight this man when you saying you don't want to fight him? So that was one part of it. The other part was the shots. You want to talk about throwing shots, and Andre Ward was too. And that's what I'm saying, bro. It's a war going on. They was throwing major slugs at PBC. From what Terence Crawford said about Sebastian Fundora, how he was talking about how Turki came along and how he was getting blackballed by PBC, how PBC fans and PBC fighters said he was a bad businessman, and look at him now. It's size of the street, y'all. Y'all can try to act like y'all don't see this shit, but Turki is trying to hostily take over boxing, specifically in America. And Bud Crawford is a part of that, bro. Shakur Stevenson is a part of that. Anybody aligning themselves big time to Turki, they are his soldiers, bro. His foot soldiers. And it's clear to me that for Terence Bud Crawford, Nivea, there's a huge grudge there between him and Al Heyman. And even Andre Ward, you know Andre Ward is a Jay Prince guy. He a Jay Prince guy through and through. And there's a grudge there. They don't like the way that Al does business. They don't like the way that he moves or his fighters or whatever, and it's a grudge there, bro. And for Turki, it's the same thing there too. It's a grudge there as well, bro. And Turki want that. He want that slice of the American pie. He want that slice of the American market, bro. And he's using the fighters that are loyal to him to get fighters that aren't loyal to him to come to his side. We see it with David Benavidez, bro. We see it with David Benavidez. We saw it with Canelo Alvarez. He dangled the money in front of Canelo. Canelo jumped. He dangled competition in front of David because David can't get Callum Smith to fight him. They can't get Bivol to fight him. Bivol dropping belts. Callum Smith decide to fight for interim titles and defend interim belts instead of fighting for a world title. And now he finally got David Benavidez over there for a fight or two. And now he's loving he's loving what's going on. He got David over there. And they're trying to do it with Tank too. They're trying to do it with Tank and Shakur as well. They keep feeding Shakur these fights, getting Shakur to sign to him, giving him some money, hoping one day that they can make Shakur versus Tank instead of having Shakur as a free agent come do business with Tank on his side of the street, bro. They like, it's very, very clear. Bud Crawford helped Turki Alalshikh kick off this TKO shit. That fight with Canelo Alvarez was a TKO promoted event. He helped Dana White and Turki kick that shit off, get that shit jumping. They letting it be known what they own, bro. They letting it be known what they own. And for me, that was the biggest shit from the interview. Not him popping it because he's supposed to pop it. He won that shit. He did his damn thing against Canelo. He's had an outstanding career. He's proved a lot of people, including myself, wrong and shit. So he deserved to pop that. But from a business perspective, bro, from listening to how he talked and the people that's rocking with him, specifically Shakur, who was in the first part of that interview, slap boxing, giving speeches and shit at his parade day and shit like that. He got Shakur ear, bro. Shakur listening to him say, bro, don't be messing with Al like that, bro. You see how they did me. You see how they did me. I wish I'd have had a Turki looking out for me when I was younger. Align yourself with Turki. He gonna be the one with all the power. He gonna be the one with all that, and then Tank gonna have to come to you. Just keep tying yourself to him. Just keep bringing him up. Just keep doing this. Just keep doing that. Like, bro, it's very, very clear. It's very clear what the hell is going on here. And so that was like the biggest piece of info for me. Just, that's the first time outwardly like that I've seen Bomac do it before, but that's the first time just matter of fact, standing on his 10 toes. Bud Crawford has just openly said, "Nah, F the PBC. They blackballed me. They did this. They did that to me." I don't understand how that shit is even like the truth, bro. You niggas wasn't big enough to be doing cross promotional shit, and you signed back to Top Rank back in 2018. How you getting blackballed, bro? How you getting blackballed? And then he said he wanted to fight Sebastian Fundora. I get it, but Fundora got 2 belts, and you wanted them to get you a one-fight deal, in order for you to fight Fundora. Then what? You just take his belts and get the fuck on about your business. And niggas ain't doing that, bro. Hell, Turki wouldn't even do that for Canelo. Turki made Canelo sign multiple fights to fight you, nigga. He said he signed multiple fights to fight you. He wasn't finna let your Canelo just beat you and then go on. No, he like, nigga, Canelo, you gotta sign multiple fights, nigga. We need you for 3-4 fights. 3 and an option type shit. And if it just go beat my biggest name and then dip off, everybody doing the shit. Bud just has a problem when it's getting done to him. Is what I heard in that interview. Overall, it was a really good interview, really insightful. He says he's the meal ticket now as well. So he's everybody's biggest payday now. From 160 to 154, he's right. The welterweights ain't getting in the ring with him at all. But the middleweight champions that I think I want to see him fight, bro, like Janabek and Lara and all them guys, bro, hell yeah, he their meal ticket. He their meal ticket right now. I am still curious to see what he does when he's the A-side fighter. When he's the one carrying the promotion of the fight. I want to see what he does now after after Canelo, because remember, after Earl, he fought Majimov, that shit didn't do too well. And now it's after Canelo, who he gonna fight, and I wonder will that shit do well. Will he finally be able to stand on his own too and say, everybody's fucking here for me? Everybody's here for me. What's happening? Will he finally be able to do that? But y'all let me know what y'all think of the interview. I thought it was a good interview. Bud was popping his ish. He made it clear that there's no love lost between him and the PBC, and which makes it clear to me that there's no love lost between anybody that's cool with him and the PBC. But y'all smash the like, sub to the channel. I'll see y'all soon. Peace.